It's about Judy and Johnny, who have crafted their lives to be a perfect 50s couple, and what they're realizing is the world around them is not going to allow that to happen, and it might not be what they really wanted to begin with, and they have to figure out what that is.
An aspect that's really interesting to me is that she's sort of created her whole world in her home, and she's made this bubble, really, this place that she feels the most comfortable in, but it also becomes like a cage for her. It's interesting to see how sometimes the things that are most important to us, if we take them to such an extreme, they can actually become a detriment to us.
It's tough being a woman out there and trying to have a home life and keep that going, and then also, you know, out in the work world. And this woman decides to retreat. The only problem is, as she retreats, you know, she loses touch with what everybody else in the outside world is going through. And so rather than having that wonderful connection with other people, she loses sight of what anybody else's reality is. And that's when things start to fall apart.
I was thinking about Marcus. I was trying to think, maybe he's misunderstood, maybe he's confused. But he's confused in such a way that society has evolved and he hasn't. So he's kind of stuck in this 50s mentality of men at the workplace.
I think Fran for sure goes way more for personal desire than societal norms. Like, there's definitely, between her and her husband Marcus, I think there's definitely the facade of normalcy and the facade of like, yes, we're totally fine. There's an idea of perfection that Judy and Johnny like try to admit, or certainly Judy tries to admit, and I do think that Fran compares herself to that in a lot of different ways.
My personal favorite moments are where, you know, we can see that close connection of Johnny and Judy, of the couple. You know, there's like the very dramatic stuff and the very comedic stuff. All that stuff is great, but it's really just those slice of life moments where you see a couple just engaging each other on what would be like your average regular day.
It's hard to have good humor without good heart. I think it reminds us that even if it is that serious, it's also that much more hilarious.
They're gonna laugh, they're gonna get angry, they're gonna be happy, they're gonna be sad, they're gonna enjoy it. If you want to explore all of those various emotions, come see the show. It won't let you down.